Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Diana Romanovska. I am a certified family law specialist practicing family law in San Francisco Bay Area, California. Today I would like to talk about Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen. There is a rumor that they are filing for divorce and that she already spoke to an attorney and he spoke to an attorney and he feels heard by her speaking to an attorney first. So first of all, this divorce case, if there is a divorce case, is in Florida, not in California. So any of my legal disclaimer is that I am only able to give comments from California law perspective. And the first question, is it bad if someone speaks to a lawyer first? I had cases where people came to my office and wanted to talk about divorce without even filing for divorce or not knowing whether or not to file for divorce, just to get an idea how to, quote, prepare for divorce. And most of them came back a year later or less. So when someone speaks to an attorney, divorce attorney, it's a huge sign that this marriage is already going to end soon. It's not, of course, always guaranteed, but 99% of the chances that it is the end. So I say that my office is the end stop. So this is it. As much as I don't want people to get divorced, if they do come to that point, then we have to figure out how to make it as smooth and quiet as possible, especially when children are involved. Ideally, divorce should be handled in mediation with forensic accountants and not dealt with in court, because it's going to affect custody, it's going to affect the relationship, it's going to affect the mental state of both parents and their children. So in terms of if she spoke to an attorney first, if it's true, is it a bad thing? No, it's talking to a therapist. It's going to get some clarity, to get some understanding about the process. So it's not a bad thing to speak to an attorney. Can someone get insulted about that? Well, what do? If interests don't align and people don't get on the same page, then you don't ask the other side's permission, the other party's permission anymore to go to talk to an attorney, because obviously the communication, the way it used to be, broke down to the point where there is no other way but to get more independent, biased advice from an attorney. The rumors are that Tom, he says that she wants me to stop working, and I think he said I'm crazy in that way, that I want to work. And they have 3 children. It's a 13-year marriage, which is long-term, which means if there is any spousal support, then it would be permanent. And the issue is probably here that she feels that he's working too much, and she's not working at all because or working partially, but she's taking care of the family, 3 children, and children need a lot of attention. And if I wanted to grow up, if I want my children to grow up and healthy, with healthy connections and have really solid emotional well-being, of course they need attention. They don't need money. They don't need vacations in a way that no vacation and money in the world will replace the time they need. And so Gisele has her priorities straight, and probably this wasn't discussed when they decided to have 3 children, that he's going to be the one working most of the time and she's going to be the one with the children. And that is why it's wise to have conversation first. And people get romantically involved and they have oxytocin firing when they're together at the beginning, that even the fact that he made another woman pregnant at the beginning of a relationship didn't raise red flags. And even if it did, the romance and oxytocin, the slowing down and discussing how will it look like. Can you commit to what I want? And some people don't know what they want until they have the children and they have to deal. So it's not really a blame situation. It's just sometimes tough to know without having children how the parent is going to turn out. So some parents have natural instincts to be a parent, and some parents are workaholics. And it's not a bad thing. It is what it is. So it's probably the time where priorities are now clear and nobody's going to change, because it seems like Tom retired himself and then unretired 40 days later. So it means this is a process where he realized this is who I am, and I'm owning it. And she realized, well, this is how I want my relationship to be with my children, with my husband, and it's not there. So therefore, I'm choosing what I'm choosing. And so will their divorce be difficult? They have a lot of, I think they have close to $1 billion together. And usually these types of divorces are not that difficult financially, because you just calculate what each of them had before they got married, how much they accumulated, who gets what. And it means it's not going to be split equally in terms of, it will be split in kind. So which means if there is a discrepancy in asset, then someone keeps more asset on that business versus something else. I hope it makes sense. So if you have a house, you don't just sell the house. You say you keep the house and I keep something else that it's equal value as the houses. Custody. So if what I just said and what I heard is true, that Gisele has been with the children, most likely she gets sole physical custody, means the children are going to solely live with her. He will get decision-making, joint decision-making power with her about their education, religious, called joint legal custody, and some visitation. Could be every other weekend, but since his career is so unpredictable, the games, and he's there, he's not, so it's probably going to be some pieces of time when he's available. It's probably going to be hard to do some very strict schedule, visitation schedule. So most likely he's going to get, I don't know, 10, 15, 20% visitation. I don't see anything else difficult coming up, because I haven't heard any accusation of domestic violence or anything that will raise more red flags, insanity, litigation, all of that. So I would expect if there is a divorce, that it would go very smooth and peaceful. So if you think otherwise, comment down below. And if you think the rumors are not correct, let me know. Like the video if you liked it. I'll see you soon. Bye.